I can't believe we have brand new Raw Tag Team Champions. Roman Reigns finally got to figure out who's trying to kill him, and Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon's feud is still continuing right here on Jump In and Rant. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jump In and Rant. Be sure to like, follow, and comment below. If y'all missed it on Monday, it was actually a pretty damn good show, especially on Raw. We always know Raw can perform because, let's face it, Heyman's actually doing a pretty damn good job. We got to see Braun Strowman versus AJ Styles, and obviously you knew that the club was going to get involved in that, and honestly, it turned out to be something good, and it turned out to be, AJ Styles, obviously losing, but still didn't lose a title, and Seth came out to help out Braun, which in then turned for Braun and Seth to become new Raw Tag Team Champions, which to me is awesome. A lot of people bitch and complain because, you're trying to build up the OC, build up the club, and all that fun shit, but honestly, it was a good match. It was fun to see new tag champions. They're probably going to end up winning it back, but it creates a good storyline for Braun and Seth because, honestly, you go from facing Brock to facing Seth, to facing Braun, two beasts back to back, and it's fucking awesome. So I definitely don't want to see Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles again, because we've already seen it. It's already done. It's already over with. I mean, you can add the club into the whole picture, but who cares? I'd rather see Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. Depending if they're going to do that, I don't know. It remains to be seen. We'll see what happens next week on Raw, but until then, it's actually making up for a good storyline, and I definitely enjoy it. Roman Reigns, if you didn't get to see it, it's a stupid fucking story. Honestly, I don't even know who the hell that guy is. He just looks like an extra character. Even Reigns is looking at him like, you're the one that tried to kill me. You're an old piece of shit. Do I hit you or do I just be like, I don't know. It just kind of, it took that storyline that was going good and boom, just killed it. And honestly, when you watch it, you have to watch the vignette every single time they want to show it, from the very beginning of what's going on to all the way up. And it's like, hey, let's just waste some more time, because how many times do you have to show the same vignette over and over and over with extended clips from the previous week? I don't need to see it from the very beginning anymore. If fans have missed it, it's all over the fucking network, it's all over Facebook, it's all over social media. Just show us what's up. Just keep continuing with it. We don't need to keep saying it's just a waste of time. However, Buddy Murphy beating Daniel Bryan with Rowan interference, that was awesome. It's actually they're scaling up Buddy Murphy, and honestly, he deserves it. So, he's an awesome competitor. His gear is pretty badass. I mean, you have to admit, regardless of everything, his wrestling gear is awesome. His in-ring ability is phenomenal. So, him getting boosted up to the top card with Roman Reigns, great, boost up some more younger talent. I love seeing more people rise above, get out of that mid-card range crap where a lot of people are stagnant in. EC3, don't even know where the hell he's at. He's not even in the mid-card anymore. He's not even on the card. They should put him back in NXT, and build him up. You got NXT coming to USA. Holy shit. Before AEW hits TNT, we get to see NXT on USA. Honestly, a lot of people don't talk about this, but important people do. NXT needs to change the name, because NXT stands for next. These guys are not the next generation superstars. These are the now generation superstars. These are the guys that are already hitting the top. Honestly, you get a takeover crowds versus a WWE pay-per-view crowd. NXT crowds all day. Highest, always up in arms, always standing up, always screaming. It is awesome. It's one of those type of things you want to keep watching because it's NXT. These guys have something to prove. It's a lot different because you have Triple H running the show. So if you have Triple H actually running NXT the entire time against AEW, it's going to be very good to watch. Regardless of what happens, it's going to be amazing. So I'm still going to watch both of them regardless. I think they're going to be showing like a replay of NXT on Thursdays, or on the network. I'm not sure. All I know is USA paid about $50 million annually for NXT, so we'll see how it goes. And sure, I'm actually, I can't wait for those. It's the Wednesday night rewards that are starting up. So for NXT versus AEW, it's going to be fun to watch, it's pretty good because NXT does start a couple weeks before AEW. So you get to kind of see a preempt of what's going to happen, what's to come in the future. And, Triple H is doing a great job as it is with NXT. So if he puts together like pay-per-view performance shows every single week, you're gonna want to tune in to NXT over AEW. You know, AEW is pretty damn good though, so you know you're gonna be watching both of them. It's like the best time to be a fan right now, because honestly, you'll have Monday night, you'll have Raw. I believe SmackDown is going to Friday nights once it goes over to Fox. That's in October. So you'll have a Wednesday night. I mean, you're gonna have some packed wrestling weeks every single week. So you know, and it's great because it's like I said, it's the best time to be a fan. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to it. If you miss SmackDown, don't worry about it. It still sucked, and I don't blame the wrestlers. I blame creative because it is horrible. Kofi Kingston, you know, and Randy Orton, it's so boring. Do something. I see Randy Orton with the Revival, and that's cool because he's bringing the Revival up. He's kind of having his own little, you know, faction, which is great. I love seeing more factions happen, but something needs to happen. Kofi needs to either lose a title or he needs to get boosted up. Something needs to happen because that shit's stale as hell, and it's just getting old and boring. You know, who knows? Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, they beat Fire and Desire. Awesome match. I love seeing the women's tag team titles get put to use. It's just awesome and growing. Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon, that is another boring. Why is SmackDown the most boring fucking show? It needs to be high up there. It needs to be hard hitting. Look at Raw, look at SmackDown. Like, I love watching SmackDown, but it just kills me to watch how boring some of this shit is. And Shane McMahon kills it, you know. And they're killing Kevin Owens' character. Like he was riding it high. Everyone's boosting for him. And this whole last SmackDown, you got a completely different Kevin Owens. But they better pick up the fucking pace. Because if it has to keep going, SmackDown's just gonna be like, and Fox is gonna be like, done. Throw Brock Lesnar in there into the mix somewhere. Do something with Kevin Owens. Either, you know, get rid of Shane McMahon and have him go somewhere else. Get rid of Shane McMahon. That's ultimately what I'm going for. Because honestly, watching Shane McMahon on SmackDown, it's so stale. It's so boring. You know. Honestly, you got Samoa Joe. You got to move forward in the King of the Ring. So did Cedric Alexander. The Miz and Shinsuke Nakamura. Great storyline. I'm not a Sami Zayn fan, and that's not just because he's a heel. It's just he's always been boring. Even as a face, I didn't like him. I don't like him. I probably never will like him just because he is boring. And it's inside and outside of the ring. I mean, he's going to be helping Shinsuke. Maybe that'll give him some extra points. I don't know. He's going to be the one talking for him, which is, I guess, a good thing. But Shinsuke Nakamura, if he's going to lose the title to The Miz eventually, and The Miz finally gets a strap again, you know, Miz does a lot for the IC title, and he always has before. You know, he's made any title that he holds very prestigious. So he is that type of guy that can raise the prestige of the actual title that he is holding. He's done it for the IC belt. He did it for the championship belt when he had that spinner belt too. So you know, it's gonna be a good. It's the storylines are building. I'm definitely loving what I'm seeing. I'm looking forward to NXT taking USA by storm. And I know Triple H is going to do a bang-up job because he's done an awesome job so far. I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be one of those shows that you definitely don't want to miss. AEW is going to do the same thing. It's going to be a back and forth. You're going to be flip-flopping. You know, people that have DVRs will probably be DVRing one and watching the other. But, you know, who knows? I mean, with technology these days, you can literally be watching watching AEW. You can watch, you know, NXT on the other channel. You can watch it on your computer. There's so many different ways you can watch simultaneously. So, you know, if you even have a TV that you can kind of do like the red zone where you can watch everything all at the same time. So, we'll see how it goes. We get to see NXT on USA before AEW starts on TNT. So if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, put it down below. You know, honestly, if you're going to watch AEW or NXT, go ahead and comment and let me know. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, throw out some comments, shares would be helpful. I do appreciate y'all watching. Until next time, see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in to Jump In and Rant.